introduce myself. My name is Andrej Kombar. I'm from STK PPK Linggau. Now I'm going to interview you about your teaching in the class. Okay. Now please tell me about yourself. What would you like us to know about you?
Okay. Thank you very much. You have already chosen me to answer your questions. My name is Krusmina. I've already taught at SMP Negeri Morality since 1999. So it means that it is about 15 years, almost 15 years. Okay. I'm from Palembang. I was graduated from UNSRI. I am married with 3 children. I think that's all about me.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And now, about your teachings, what teaching technique that you use most frequently in your classroom?
Okay. If we talk about technique, the technique I use most, I think that the same with other teachers. I use 3 steps techniques. The first is play, whiles, and pose. I think that's 3 phase techniques. Because I think that in these techniques, we can really master what we have already done. The first, we introduce the material to the teacher, to the students, and then we ask the students to do some exercise. And for the post activities, the best techniques, we are going to ask the students to conclude what they have already studied.
The 3 phase technique is most
frequently used
in the classroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, did the students enjoy it?
I think so. But we cannot say that all the students enjoy, because some, you have already known the situation.
Yes, so many problems in the class. Okay. What do you think about the difficulties that made by the students in your each activity?
Okay. The most difficult things in facing my students, I mean, as you know that we have many kinds of students, many characteristics of the students. Yeah. I think that the most difficult one, asking them to keep paying attention to the lessons that I teach. Still, even though we have already asked them to pay attention, still there are many students that they are they do not pay attention. But I think that we still can overcome that. We can still master that problem.
Of course, that is the difficulties.
Yeah.
Okay, now, how do you help the students in minimizing the difficulties?
Okay. Of course, as a teacher, we must ask them to pay attention. But if they still do not pay attention, we can give them some advice, give them more work to do. I think that it is also okay for us to give punishment. Punishment here, it doesn't mean that we are going to hurt the students. We punish them to make them understand, that lesson is very important, study is very important for them. So I think that advice is the most important thing that can be given by the students, by the teacher, I mean, to the students.
Of course. And so, how do you keep the students motivated?
Motivation by by telling them some successful stories, by
maybe by
involving
in order to the students be motivated in learn the English.
Yeah. For example, when I come to the class, I motivate the students first by telling something related to the materials, so we can motivate the students. I mean that, for example, we teach them something, and we can give the examples based on the real situation. Real situation is something that is liked by the students. If we give examples that is beyond their knowledge, it is very difficult for them to understand. So they are not motivated. Yeah. So if the examples are real, they are motivated.
So what the rules do you have for your classroom?
Role, you mean?
Yeah. Rules.
R-U-L-E or R-O?
Yeah.
Rules, you mean aturan? Not peran or aturan, you mean? Role or rule?
Rules.
Rules.
Yeah.
You ask my role?
Yeah, your roles in you have for your classroom.
I am as motivator, I think. I am not, what is it?
Just teaching.
No, yeah. I do not just teach.
Yeah.
I give the motivation. What is it? It is, if we just teach, they will get nothing. So we can motivate them to involve
So
to the students.
This is the big point.
Yeah, the role, yeah.
Okay. Now,
I mean that, you mean that my role, teacher, okay, their parents also, and also their friends. I feel that I am familiar enough with the students.
So, what is one of your weakness in teaching?
Yeah, my weakness. What is it? What is my weakness in teaching? My weakness in teaching, maybe sometimes I feel I cannot get angry with the students. Yeah, I just give them advice. Yeah, I think that getting angry to the student also important, but I think that I cannot get too angry with them. Just I give them advice. I think that's all. I think that's my weakness.
And then, so how do you handle the students who is consistent behavioral problems in your classroom?
Did you please repeat your question?
Okay. How would you handle a student who is consistent behavioral problem in your classroom?
You mean that the students have problem, and how can I handle
Yeah,
that?
of course.
Okay. Suppose I have a student, and then as you know that the student got problem. For example, every time she didn't pay attention or she didn't do their homework, I will call them. Yeah, I will call them, and then I will ask them. I will call them, and I will ask them why.
It's important how and when you use it.
Drill and practice.
Yeah,
of
drill.
course, it's very important.
Yeah.
In the classroom, after I give the material to the students, I ask them to do the practice.
Yeah. So the real and important and practice is important.
Yeah, drill and practice is very important.
Okay, about unmotivated students. Yeah. How do you deal it?
For already told you before that I will call them. I will give them motivation. I will tell them the examples of. I will not take far example. I make myself as the example. I told them that I am not from the family. I am from what is a simple family, but because I have ambition, and then also it is supported by my parents, I can do it. That's the motivation I give to the students.
Okay, that's motivation the unmotivated students.
Yeah, for the unmotivated students.
I think just got enough about the film. Thank you very much for the time. I'm so sorry disturb your time.
Okay, no problem, Ande. I'm really happy to help you, to have conversation with you.
Okay. Maybe close enough. Say thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.